All right, look, it's simple, okay? It's simple. If you're leasing a truck and you're paying X amount of money a week, all right, and you've had that truck for a year or two, think about the amount of money of maintenance that you put into that truck, meaning PMs. If you got to pay them out your pocket, but PMs, tires, maintenance work that need to be done to the truck, okay? But on turbo, whatever you're going through with the company that you're leasing that truck from, that covers all the maintenance and everything. Think about the amount of money that you put into think about the amount of money they put into the truck, all right? And then calculate how much you're paying a year for that truck with that lease payment. That's how you know if you can do it. Somebody asked me a question. That's how you know you can do it. So if you're putting, let's say, $3,000 in maintenance a year in that truck, or you're putting $5,000 in maintenance a year in that truck for whatever, fuel rods, whatever, shocks, whatever, brakes, all that. Calculate how much that cost, and then look at the amount of money that you're paying a year and subtract it. That's how you know that you can get your own truck and be able to maintain it. PMs, depending on where you go, between $250 and $350 or $380. If you go to the dealership, of course, it's just gonna be like $500 to $700. But that's all I'm saying for the person that asked me that question. All right. If I lease the truck and I'm paying $700 a week for that truck, which is X amount of dollars a year, but the only thing I got replaced was a air compressor that was under warranty probably, but if not, it would have cost me X amount of dollars. PMs, which I probably get about, I want to say 5 a year. You get whatever your maintenance is set up at. I usually get one every month and a half to 2 months, depending on how I'm running. Like right now, I don't run a lot. I used to run about 3,000 miles a week. Now I might run about 2,000, if that, but then I'm off for like 2 weeks. So I'm at home, because I don't really have to worry about the lease payment no more. You get what I'm saying? I'm on their insurance now, so I switched my insurance over. So now I pay a total of $1,350 plus $300 for insurance. So I pay $1,650 a month for this truck. I can run from here to Texas and back, which could take me about 4 days, and make well over net to me over $4,000. Meaning, let's say I run from San Diego to Dallas. When the market is up, I can get about $5,500 to $6,000. Hauling toys, hauling whatever. When the market is normalized, I can get about $3,500 to $4,200 to run from San Diego to Dallas. That's a 2-day run. I'm sorry, that's a 2.5-day run. And then I come back for something cheap, because if you know how the spot market works, coming back to California from Texas, you don't really get good rates with dry van, from what I've seen. Flatbed, everything else is totally different. But for me, I come out to Dallas when the market is stabilized or normal, between 35 and 45. If I get something that's coming from the company that I'm leased to, when the market is normalized, I can get close to $6,000. And then turn around and come back with something 20,000 pounds less for about $1,900 to $2,100. Sometimes 17, depending on the urgency to get home. Like right now, I'm probably gonna come back for about $2,100 coming back to California, but then I'm gonna be off to probably the end of January or whenever I feel like coming back out. So if you subtract that amount of money that was put into maintenance, and even if you're not paying it, you can call TA Petro. Hey, how much does it cost to replace whatever. And they'll give you the highest estimate possible next to going to a dealership. And then you can just subtract that. So if you're paying, and y'all got to do the numbers for me because I'm driving. If you're paying $700 to $800 a week, and the truck doesn't break down because it's new, then you can go get a used truck and still afford it. If you get a used truck from a company and they put maintenance into it, just calculate how much money that they're paying in maintenance. Go get the estimate, because like I said, if you get it from the truck chains or the dealership, it's going to be for the high, and then subtract it. And how much money would you have saved if you just went out and got your truck for like $1,400 a month? You know. Now, of course, used or new, you can have a catastrophic failure. The difference with that, oh shit. The difference with that is, if it's a lease truck, you can give it back to the company, walk away. If you go and get your own shit, you're responsible for it. You know, preventative maintenance is a must. You know, I got airbags, shocks up there. I got shit all in the truck for maintenance purposes, so I can go ahead and get the preventative maintenance taken care of. But if you get a new truck, you can still have a failure. If you get a used truck, you can still have a failure. That's the only thing that I see, is if you have something that's catastrophic, you know, blown engine or something like that, you're stuck with that note. But at the same time, you're not going to be paying more than $50-some thousand for the vehicle. So you can go get get another truck, lease onto a company or whatever, to try to cover that. Just file bankruptcy. That's about all I can tell you, unless you can stack your money and get the situation fixed, or since you started your business to get this particular truck, start working on your business credit and put the shit on the credit card. You put the shit on the credit card, you start paying on the credit card, guess what? Your credit go up, start to look good as far as your business credit go, and so on and so forth. So there's perks to that as well. But that's basically what I looked at. When I went, when I say I went over this truck, I don't know nothing about trucks. I started watching what's up, boy, D.A.T something on YouTube. And I just started checking a variety of things on the truck. You know, I figured out the air compressor on this truck was bad before I even took it off the lot. And that's one thing, if you're watching this video, if you do get your truck from Lone Mountain, I got a reference code down there eventually. It'll be there eventually. But you don't have to take the truck that they give you. Like, if they have a truck available and you go over and you're like, nah, I don't want that, you don't have to get the truck. And I think I need to make a separate video about that, because some people was like, well, why are you just gonna take what they give you when you can go to a dealership and pick what you want? You don't have to take the truck. These are the trucks that they have available. If you want it, go for it. If you want to put $20,000 down at a dealership, and you know, so you have the ability to just go out and pick from a variety of trucks, then go for it. If you want to put $3,500 down and pick from a slimmer amount of trucks, but trucks that's hopefully well maintained from the mega carriers, then so be it. It's up to you. It's up to you. But that's one of the decisions that I made. Like, I was in a quality truck. I'm responsible for the maintenance. I wasn't putting a lot of maintenance into the truck because it didn't need it. I got the truck at 87,000 miles. I ran it to 450,000 miles, and total I might have put maybe $8,000, if that, in maintenance. And probably six of that grand was labor, 2,000 was parts. But I had that truck for like 3 years, you know? So it's up to you, bro. It's definitely up to you. If you paying all that money for a truck because you want the latest and greatest, then so be it. But the freedom that you have when you have your own shit, the peace of mind that you have when you have your own shit, and you know the money that you put into the truck. Like, okay, if I put that amount of money into that quality truck, which I knew I wasn't going to keep, what if I put that money into this that I know I'm going to keep? Now, like I said, I can go down the road and the engine blow up right now. I still be responsible for that money. You know, if you was leasing it, you probably give it back. Some of them don't even have walkaway leases. Like Quality don't have a walkaway lease. I need to do a video on it, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for one thing to clear, because they try to have, you know what? That's a whole nother video. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Just know, you know, if all of a sudden you see a video and I'm in court, like, fuck Quality, Your Honor, then you know what it is. Quality kissed the crack of all my ass. All right. But anyway, yeah, just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Hey, it's TRB. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm down here. I'm heading to Cal, Texas, to go drop off this load, and then I got another load heading back to California. I'll be home by the 23rd. I'm one of them people that's last minute shopping, so you know, it is what it is. Hopefully I answered your question, because you got to think about it. All it is maintenance and truck note. That's it. And if you're paying $7, $14, $21, $28, if you're paying $700 for it, but you're only putting in $3,000 in maintenance, if that, a year, then you can just subtract all that. Matter of fact, subtract my truck note. My truck note is $1,350, and then add on the maintenance that is done to the truck that you're leasing, and see how it comes out. See how much money you can save. And that's it, bro. That's it. That's it. I just thought I'd turn on the camera and answer your question real quick. Other than that, yo, it's TRB, baby. How y'all doing? I got a sponsorship to go get you know what? I'm gonna leave that one alone too. That's a whole nother video. Can't be giving y'all everything. You know what I'm saying? This is just snippets, baby, snippets. Anyway, it's the right brother. If you're leasing a truck and you have the ability to just put down $4,000 and go to Lone Mountain, get you a truck, ask him. Plus, you can just look at the mud flaps. There's plenty of Lone Mountain mud flaps out here, and ask them. Also, you know, you got the options, you got friends, you got a variety of ways to go get a truck. And like I said, just for me, Lone Mountain was the cheapest down payment, and so far so good with the truck. You know, I'm still getting used to it. I did pay $54,000, so yes, I overpaid for it. But again, I had a low down payment, and I am on their insurance. So that driver's coming. Go on, driver, you can have that. Other than that, I'm out of here. Alright? Yeah. And get with a company where you can go where you want and do what you want. Percentage, baby. Yeah, dog.